So now that we can write a file, we can overwrite anything. So let's go ahead and have a bit of fun with this. So I'm going to write my first malware. Right? Don't actually run this on your computer or especially somebody else's computer, because that's a felony if you're trying to damage somebody else's computer. Right? But what we're going to do, if I'm just creating files, is that I can just like put out as much into a file as I want. Right? So let's go and so first off, we're going to use pathing here to just so open is equal to data.txt, and this is a very not great, as in like not good quality as in like this isn't really malware. It's just you're probably going to end up doing something like this accidentally at some point. Opening data.text is equal to data.text is equal to data, or actually test.text is equal to data for I in range 100,000 print garbage. Okay, print garbage, not print, but data.write. I want to write it out. Print done. Okay, and now we've created a new file, or it's now just garbage, a lot of garbage, written a whole lot. And why I call this my first malware is because this technically takes up space, not very much. I'm executed very quickly. So let's go ahead and first off, just let's see, can I put this in out/text? No. So I wanted to create a new folder there, so I'm going to create a new folder. Call it out. Or you can just create it wherever you are. Right? Create the folder. So so here's the thing. You cannot create a folder using open. But if a folder already exists, you can put a file in it. So there. So now we'll be able to put all of our garbage files in there. So let's go ahead and put this all into a for loop. Okay. For I in range so let's go ahead and create 1,000 different files. Data is equal to out.text. I'm going to go ahead and put it in e:\out.txt because my E drive you probably don't have an E drive, but I'm specifically putting it into my E drives because that's a hard drive and not an SSD, and they don't. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to put out 1,000 of these, and data.open, not text, but we are going to put a comma there. So I put a quote there, plus a stri plus garbage. And now we run this, and if we go into my file manager, it will be, let's go ahead. So ITP, spring 2020, out. We look in here. We're busy creating. You can see the files actually being created as it's going. Each one is about slightly more than half a megabyte. And they're all garbage files. Just garbage written a whole lot. So I'm going to terminate this. Alrighty. So we got 703 files. It takes up a impressive 470 megabytes. So, you know, uh, so technically I could write something big enough that would basically clobber the entire disk space. There's a zip bomb. That's one kind of program where basically you unzip it and it's way, way bigger than it's constructed in a way that basically you're unzipping multiple petabytes onto your computer. But, that doesn't. But anyway, this is why I called it my first malware, because it gets the point across of how to write files like this in a really cool manner. But I'm not generally going to be writing files to write malware like this. The reason I'm going to be writing files is because it's a great way of keeping track of data. Also, it's not a very effective form of malware because I can just kind of, delete this and boom, we're good to go. Okay, I just have to empty my recycling bin after that. So we typically will write stuff to print out tables and keep track of it from run to run, or if I'm creating multiple samples and I'm going to keep track of them, it's not useful to print, but instead to write them out to a file. So that makes it pretty useful.